So hello everyone and welcome to a new video, the first actual video of Common Man Linux. And here today I am, as you can see, on my Linux desktop, and our Linux videos are now started. And with this icon here down below, you can notice that this is my Linux Mint desktop, which I actually use as a production computer. This is not a test machine, this is the actual desktop. As you can see, there is Google, Gemini, ChatGPT and the file manager and all the essential things are here. So what I am going to talk about today is the operating system which I am using, which you all should also use. Our beloved, one of the most stable operating system for daily use, the Linux Mint, is here with its new version, as we can see here. So if you go to linuxmint.com website, as I have went here, you can see, and it is opened on Google Chrome only, your beloved browser Google Chrome. Not very safe in terms of privacy and open source. It is not open source, Google Chrome, but the people use Google Chrome. So let me show you how to do it. I have also opened on Google Chrome here, but I have Firefox also here. So on September 3, 2025, the Linux Mint team released their new Linux version called Linux Mint 22.2, which is codenamed as Zara, Z-A-R-A. As you can see, Linux Mint 22.2 Zara. If you can see, it is codenamed Zara. So what does this Linux Mint, the most used operating system for day-to-day use, has brought with its new update? So let's see the Linux Mint 22, and first they are saying that it will be supported until 2029, and it comes with updated software, updated kernel and everything, updated features. And the next is sticky, which is the a sticky notes. If we search sticky, so this notes which is here, if we click on this, and even if we close this, a sticky note like this will float around in our desktop, and this is the sticky notes. And this sticky notes has got this rounded corners, which was not there before, and they are now compatible with Wayland. If you don't know, Wayland is a Linux technology. Wayland is a different type of windowing technology. Whatever windows we see, whatever like this Chrome tab or this window or file manager or Firefox, that all are handled by two frameworks in Linux, which are the Xorg X11 and the second is Wayland. So Wayland is a newer technology, Xorg is a older technology, but Linux Mint is the one operating system which is still developing and which is still making X11 better, and which is still using X11, the Xorg technology, when other operating systems has switched to Wayland technology of Linux. So, and the next thing is, there is an Android app which is available on F-Droid, which is the Stinky Notes app, I think. So if you go to F-Droid, so if you can see here, this Stinky Notes is here, which is the same as here, but I have not installed the Stinky Notes. This is now a new feature added, which is like cross compatibility with Android also. And then we have login screen. The login screen has been made better, and this icon which you see here, the profile picture, is now added on the login screen. When before, in the previous versions, the profile picture was not there in the login screen, and they have added some blur effect, which they are saying here more. And yes, Fingwit. So let me show you Fingwit. So in this new version which I upgraded, fingerprints, there is a now app called Fingerprint. This was not there before. but now they have, this is a very new app now added on in Linux Mint, which was never before. So this new brand new app, if we click on it, and I don't have fingerprint reader on this computer, not actually showing anything. If there is fingerprint scanner which is supported on Linux, then it will show here. And fingerprint, if you can see, like if you have a supported fingerprint scanner, your right index finger and right finger, you can just tap on that and you can register your fingerprint as unlock tool. So it is an X app. Now what is X app mean? X app, which is mainly designed for X11 based window manager. It is X11 the own technology, so which is mainly compatible with X11, which Linux Mint uses, which you will not notice anything. So that's just a term. And I basically feel that, and my personal opinion is that X11 is better than Vegan. The X11 technology in Linux is still better than Vegan for the day-to-day use. As the philosophy of this channel is, we need a rock solid thing which should just works, and X11 is a thing which just works, say, without any problem. But Wayland is still little bit in the development. It is stable and everyone is now using. Many operating systems of Linux are like Ubuntu and Fedora have actually removed X11 and they have fully shifted to Wayland. But Linux Mint is still using X11, which is actually good, and that is why I would recommend Linux Mint, because Linux Mint is using the stable things. It is not tinkering around with new technologies. So Linux Mint is what we need as a rock solid thing. So we need things for our regular work. So for that, X apps and X11 is better. So Fingbits detects if your computer has a fingerprint reader and lets you record your fingerprint, and it has the screensavers, sudo command we can run, terminal commands also, which we are not going to run much, but it is there. An admin app will also support unlocking with fingerprints. So that's it. And so this theming, so there is a big theme change in this new Linux Mint version, as you can see here. So the theme is like drastically changed. There is libadwaita. There is libadwaita is a theme which is used in GNOME desktop environment, which is used by Ubuntu and Fedora. But Linux Mint uses its own theme, cinnamon theme, the Mint Y, Mint M, and Mint X theme. So what they have done is, libadwaita was not being much compatible with Linux Mint. libadwaita was like giving some issues. The libadwaita apps were not following the themes of Linux Mint. So now they have forked the libadwaita apps of GNOME to support themes, and as you can see in this video, all windows are becoming black. Why? And yes, when they when they change the theme, everything becomes black, and that is now all libadwaita apps and all the apps will now support changing of themes as the system tells them to. You will not notice it. Your life will just be much easier with the dark theme, with changing themes. That is the gist I am going to say. And GNOME Calendar, Simple Scan, and Baobab, these three apps were changed. GNOME Calendar, the text you can recognize that GNOME Calendar is the calendar app. So let me open the calendar, and when we open it, yes, you can see that yes, it is now in the libadwaita theme. Now if you are not familiar to Linux, you may not understand what is libadwaita much, but it is a more elegant theme. As you can see here, this theme is a libadwaita theme, or the libadapta theme, which Linux Mint has now forked. So it is like more beautiful. That's it. Nothing much definitely. Simple Scan and the scan app, if you see, which is the document scanner, I think, has also shifted, the Linux Mint has updated this app to its beta 1. It has been updated. And Baobab, you may not recognize what is Baobab. Actually, let me make it simple. If we type Baobab, so it is the disk usage analyzer app. It's just a fancy name, but it is actually the disk usage analyzer, which tells us the disks. And here we can see the disk spaces I have. So one 500 GB SSD, and the second is 1 terabyte of hard disk HDD storage. So that's it. And this app is just now made in the libadwaita theme. In libadwaita theme, what happens? The title bar and the app is amalgamated together. It's just made together to look more beautiful. So if you will start using Linux, you will understand what is libadwaita and all that. Now, accent colors, apps which I showed, they will also respect the accent colors. Now, what are accent colors? So if we go to themes in Linux Mint, actually I am using this papyrus icons. So these are not the default, but I have changed this. So now simplified settings, if you will go and you will go to Mint Y theme, and it will change the theme, I think, yeah. And we'll again go to dark theme. So here you colors, you see this colors. If I tap in on the green color, you see this icons and everything have become green. So if I go to file manager, you will see. So as soon as I change this color, you see the folders are becoming different. If I changed it to this, you see they have adapted to this color. And then if I press the blue color, they have become a light blue. They have adapted to a light blue color. So this is all about the accent colors. So accent colors are the colors which you like on your desktop. So now next, need adapter fork. So Linux, as I have told you, that Linux Mint has now fork. Now what is fork? Is like making a new app, taking the open source base of previous app. For example, you took Linux Mint and you changed many of the settings, you changed everything, you changed the code inside Linux Mint, and then you made your new operating system, which is similar to Linux Mint, but it is not Linux Mint. Like if I make Kabir OS, my name's OS, I made my own OS, but my OS is actually Linux Mint from inside, and I have just rebranded it. So and now I will start to develop write code for it myself. That new operating system will be called a fork of Linux Mint. I hope I have made you understand that properly. So fork are like making new app from taking the base of another app, but changing the name and changing the theme, like that. So now the Linux Mint developers have forked libadwaita, took that base, and they have made something new. Something new which will be compatible to their theme, to their dark theme will be compatible. So for that they have made that. So X apps improvements. So they have made many improvements to the X apps and X11 based apps which Linux Mint uses, and Warpinator. The Warpinator is the file sharing app. So everything comes with Linux Mint. So Warpinator, if I open, so Warpinator is a file sharing app, but you should be on the same network. If you are on the different network, you will not be able to use Warpinator properly. You may have to give hotspot and like that. So now what the changes is that the Warpinator is a own app of Linux Mint. Linux Mint developers have actually developed this app Warpinator to share files between Android and iOS. So now they have made an iOS app, App Store. If you can see, previously it was not there on iOS. It was only available for Android phones, but now it is available for Apple phones, the iOS phones. Artwork improvement. So what in artwork improvement, we added a little bit blue in our theme that they are saying. So what is they have made the theme very beautiful. Let me show you. So if I just go to update manager, if I go to, you see the app has a bluish tint. If you see now, here and here it has a bluish tint, and the app is now more darker, very much darker, which I am feeling very beautiful. It's very beautiful. I've got one Flatpak update. I will explain you later what are actually Flatpaks. They are just a type of applications, the apps which you install, but they are made very beautiful, and the new version is overall very elegant, very good, very nice. It's another improvement they have made in software store, which is like here itself I have kept it. The software store takes some time to load. Yes, so they have like improved some software store and like GIMP and this. If I tap, so the new thing they have added is they have added this icon, this I button here, which shows you which explain you about the two types of system application frameworks, two types of application which you can install. So let's see here what is Flatpak and dev packages. So system. So this system is the core packages which directly contacts your core operating system, which are like completely integrated to your core operating system. So let me just read. System packages are managed by your Linux distribution and use shared library and resources. They are safe, small and stable. Their file size are very small, and they receive bug fixes and security updates with but no newer version. They don't get new versions. So the system apps are very good, but the thing is they don't get new version, because if we update the system apps to new versions, it may interfere with the operating system base. So we want to keep it separate from the operating system. So for that we have Flatpak apps. So what Flatpak apps are do, they are maintained by and updated by their own owner. So like the OBS studio which I am using for recording, it is maintained by its own owner. If you know, in Linux many apps are not maintained by the owner. They are community maintained apps. Like this, the app is the same, but it is reworked and made compatible with the system, with the dev packages. But in Flatpaks, they mostly come directly from the owner. So that is the thing. I will explain you better when I will make a video on Flatpak, snaps and app images and all that packaging formats for applications. They are more up to date. So the benefit of Flatpak is they are up to date. You get the latest version of the application. Like this GIMP application, if I install, I will get the latest version of it if I use the Flatpak version. So let's see. So here the version is 2.10, which is the system package. So it is a older version, but when I switch to the Flatpak, when I click the Flatpak, there is this 3.0 version. So there is a big jump in the version number. We get the latest of the greatest features. We get new app features of GIMP. GIMP is like a Photoshop of Linux. So for this Linux is Photoshop, the open source Photoshop, which is called the GIMP. You get this latest version through Flatpak. Let's close it. So now these are the improvement they have, like written this information they have added which was not there previously. They were just written Flatpak and system package, but people may not understand what are them. So now they have added the information. So this is the user friendliness of Linux Mint. For that I recommend, and a lot of people in the world recommend Linux Mint for new users, because it's like it holds your hand and you will not get lost in Linux. They explain you everything. It is very stable. It will never break. It will just you install Linux Mint and do your work. If you don't understand anything, it is written like that you will eventually understand it. So this is a very good thing, fantastic thing of Linux Mint, and that is why everyone should leave Windows, should delete Windows 10, Windows 11 and switch to Linux Mint. Linux Mint is the best. That's it. So Linux Mint, the best operating system, has got a new version, and we are trying that. We are seeing that, and they have not changed the base, the NTS strategy. So the next thing is NTS strategy. They have not changed the base. They have just changed the features. The upper layer they have changed, but the base layer they have not changed of the operating system. So that is very good. So it will be supported in 2029, so you can very well use it for a long time without upgrading much, without the hassle. This is all about Linux Mint, and this is the website of linuxmint.com, and it runs on donations, and that is why it is like open source and everything. And this is the best. You should use Linux Mint. Please leave Windows, put Windows 10 and Windows 11 in trash and switch to Linux, because Windows 10 is now ending. Windows 10 is like over. Some people are using Windows 11. Let them use. Leave it. Even if you are on Windows 11, leave it. Leave Windows 11, leave Windows 10, leave Windows 12. Leave the Windows completely. Switch to Linux Mint. This is the best. And this is with the new version. They have made it more good. They have made it the best again. So what are my thoughts on this new version? Elegant, fantastic. There are no bugs. I have installed it on my production machine. I am showing you not in a virtual machine. I am showing you on my actual operating system, on my actual laptop. It is a actual hardware where I am recording this, and it is beautiful, amazing. Just go and install it. Very good. And how to download it? You see, if you click on the download page, you will get this Linux Mint 22 recommended, and when you click on this, you have to select the cinnamon version, because all the new features are coming to the cinnamon version. But there are other versions also, like XFC and Mate, which are lightweight, which for a modern computer, if you have, you don't need. Even if you have computer older, like until 10 years older computer you have, you can install the cinnamon version. It is also lightweight. But if you have very old computer, like 15-20 years, very old computer, then you can try these other two versions. So you just click on the cinnamon edition. The website has also become very elegant, very good. Here, so how to download? You see, you are just getting this lot of mirrors like this. So actually these are mirrors are nothing. These are just download links. So which download link do you want? You are staying in which country? If you are staying in India, you click on India, and maybe you click on any of the three which will work. For me, this NXP Gen data center, this India version has worked, so I will click on that, and here where I have to save it, I can save it, and it will get saved on your computer. And then you have to flash it on a bootable USB drive, right? Yes, you will have to flash it on a USB bootable drive like this SanDisk Cruiser Blade. So as soon as I get some time, I will show you how to install it on a bootable drive, on a pen drive. Bootable drive, I am saying, very technical word. I should say pen drive. In India, and in most of the people in India may use pen drive word. So yes, pen drive, you have to make a pen drive like this, and install. You have to format that pen drive and install. You have to select your country and then install. That's the thing, how to install. So thank you so much everyone. Thanks for watching this video. Stay connected to Common Man Linux. We are reviewing the operating systems which are made for common man. The best operating system of Linux for common man is Linux Mint. So they have released a new version. So go now and install this new version. You will get a lot of new features. So thank you so much. Stay connected. I am Kabir, signing out.